artists, I'm going to show you how to do a line landscape. The first step we're going to do is I'm using some Sharpie markers, but you can use whatever kind of marker you happen to have around. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to draw like some hills. So I'm going to do a wavy line here. There's a hill. Choose another color. Have another wavy line here for another hill. And then I think I'm gonna do one more that kind of goes across both of those. So we've got some hills. The next thing I want to draw is some mountains. So I'm gonna take a Sharpie and I'm gonna do some pointy lines that go to different heights for some mountains. And then I think I'm gonna add a few more mountains to that. I'm trying to find another color I haven't used yet. Okay, I'm gonna do some more mountains, and maybe these ones are further behind. I wanna leave some space to put like a sun coming up. So I'm gonna draw some mountains over here and leave space here for the sun. So I'll put a few mountains over there too. And then my sun, I'm gonna use yellow. I'm gonna put here. So these I've used different kinds of lines to make my landscape. Now we're gonna take that even further and put different kinds of lines inside each of these parts that we made. So I'm gonna use the same color that I used to draw the line to fill that in. Okay, now that I've filled in each part with a different kind of line, you can see I've got these straight lines with a little dash line, kind of like a road. This one's like a puzzle piece. I've got some curly cues. I've got some hash marks. I got some swirls, and these are just little tiny lines that I made. And then this is like a scalloped line, and all those different kinds of lines, I put some different ideas that you can get in the Google Slides that I used for this project, so you can check that out. The next thing we're gonna do is we're already using line, we're using color, we're showing depth because these hills look closer to us and these mountains look further away, and the sun is the very furthest away, so that's showing space and depth. Now we're gonna use color even more, so we're gonna use crayons, and I want you to try to choose the same color crayon that you use to draw your lines, and then you can use value. So we're gonna do, you can either color that in lightly, or you can use value and show some shading. So I'll show you really quick how to do that. Looking for a good red that matches. There's so many different, oh, here's my red. Okay, so here I'm gonna press harder at the edge of my mountain. And then I'm gonna make it go lighter. I'm just pressing light, and then I'm barely pressing it all the further I get away. So if you wanna try that, you can. If you wanna try adding some value on there. And you don't have to use Sharpies like I did. You can use any kind of marker that you have at home. I know I had some of my kindergarten friends say they're not allowed to use Sharpies at home, and I totally get that. So if you don't have Sharpies at home, that's okay. All right, so I'm gonna be doing that to each section to show value in my line landscape. So I hope you guys had fun creating your line landscape. So we used lots of different kinds of line. We used color, we used value, we're making it dark here and shading it to light. We used space, so we're showing how the things closer to us are bigger and the things further away are smaller. And also by overlapping things on top of each other, we're showing space too. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and I'll see you later, artists.